Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Blue Archive. Ew, I don't really remember what happened in the last part. So, I think we did an event story in the last part, I don't remember which one. We got another event story we gotta do. The Code Box event, which introduces Seia, finally, to the mix of students. But that's not the only thing that's new. So, recently, they finally put the game on Steam. There's a couple of bit of issues with Steam, especially when you try to do it in window mode, where it keeps crashing constantly. So it's not a flawless release, but it's finally on Steam. I no longer have to use fucking BlueStacks. So things are probably gonna be a lot more smoother, particularly when it comes to the combat sequences, compared to BlueStacks. Yeah. So first episode of this being on Steam, I'm super pumped for it. We got an event we gotta do. So let's get to doing it, shall we? I have already done all that. Thank you very much. Alright. Millenium Expo. I think I need to tweak the audio too, which I can't. I'll have to tweak this. I'll have to tweak the audio in the settings here once I get back to the menu here. Look, Sensei, we're almost there. It's been some time since I was visited, and that was for a meeting. The School of Science and Technology. Millennium School Science School. Thank you for coming along with me. Girl, been about time. Not that I relish being in your debt. But there was no other way. Nagisa would never approve this trip had I not brought you with me. Conversation grew rather heated before you arrived. Therefore, I don't know how you see it, Sensei, but this is a trial for me. For the others as well, perhaps, but especially for me. We will see whether I, Yurizono Seia, can stand firm or not. This is a moment of truth. And a way to prove myself. Girl. You've been out of the action for too long. Code Box! What do we have here for settings? I think I played with the settings before. I think I need to turn those down a little bit. Turn that down. Alright. That should be fine. Alright. Let us do it. We got 8 story events. Look how smooth it is, just with menu, just by going through the menu. So we'll do 4 here, and we'll see how long they are. Maybe I'll do this in one video, depending on how long each story is. But definitely 2. So let us do the monorail platform. I have no idea what field exploration is, but I guess I'll find that out later. So let us do it. Is there no combat? Really? Ooh. Karen's school. Hello. Proof of self. 1 week ago. Incomprehensible. In case you need a reminder, this sort of task has always been my responsibility. I have more experience with it than Nagisa does. So why are you saying that? Wait. Do you not think I have what it takes anymore? You know I don't mean it like that, Seia. I'm just... Hmm? Oh, it's not... It's just this one? Oh, rip. Seia, what's wrong? You're quite upset. Why? Must you ask? You never change, do you, Mika? Seia? Easy, Seia. Mika, let's hear her out before we say anything more. Oh, wonderful. Let me explain it all over again. Again, what is going on with this attitude of yours? Both of you, please calm down. If anyone hears this, they may misunderstand that we're having an argument. Oh, but what's there to argue about? Apparently Nagisa simply decides everything now. Seia! What's going on there? Hmm? Sensei? Huh? Sensei, what are you doing here? What do you think? Oh, did you happen to overhear that? We were just... Well, we weren't fighting. Not at all. We just... I called Sensei here. Thought we might need help. It's not Nagisa? You did? I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but seeing as it has, we clearly need a mediator. Better than Sensei. Normally we'd settle this ourselves, but... Ah. When you're worried, don't worry alone and get help from a friend or an adult. That's the rule we set for ourselves, right? Look how... Even the animation, even them sliding around, it's much smoother than it was in BlueStacks. Very well, I see it clearly now. You called in Sensei to bolster yourself and had me sidelined, didn't you, Nagisa? There you go again! Listen to me, I'm very serious. What the hell's going on here? And I'm serious because I'm worried about you, Seia. If nothing else, I sincerely hope you can understand that. That's right, that's right! Nagi's only being pushy because she's worried about you, Seia. Sometimes she's unclear and it gets misunderstood, but not this time. You're one to talk. Even the transitions of the character models is a lot more smoother. It's kind of crazy the difference between the BlueStacks, which is an emulator, so I understand there's some lag and slowdown, but the fact that the difference is so clear in terms of how smooth the transitions are. And wait till you see the combat; it's even more smooth. No more stuttering, no more lag, and then most importantly, no more with the cinematics freezing on me. Can someone tell me what's going on here? What's happening? I'm sure everyone here has their reasons. Let's talk. What I wish is that I wish they took into account of the number pad instead of the top row numbers. That's what I would wish they take into account of. Well, I suppose you might as well let Seia explain. Seia, if you wouldn't mind. Huh? How uncharacteristic of you. I'd expect you to blather to Sensei right away and color this whole talk with your own opinions. Seia, that's too far. Again, Nagi is only doing this because she's worried about you. Nagi. I'm sorry, that was too far. I lost my temper. I truly didn't mean it. And I understand. Nagisa, you wish to be reassured. Well, convinced that you didn't worry about me at all. I never once doubted that your worries were sincere. How could I? Sincere is well beyond the question, and always has been. Seia. And even so, I feel you overstepped, especially given the specific issue at hand. Overstepped? What issue? Let me explain the topic of debate. Put simply, we're determining which of us will represent the Tea Party at the Millenium Expo. It's a grand demonstration of technology hosted by Millenium, and we agreed to hold an exchange with students from our school. Nagisa was nominated here has nominated herself, and I've nominated myself in return. My main concern is her workload and fatigue. Hers is my health and safety, so we have a conflict to resolve. To begin with, I have no trouble representing the Tea Party. I've facilitated many such diplomatic events in the past. Nagisa has already overworked with the trainees in internal affairs. Where should she leave now? She would have to put too much on hold, and that would be counterproductive. Conversely, as I said, Nagisa has raised the issue of my health and safety, but her health has improved a great deal, but she's barely out of patient status. And that is not my personal opinion. It's an objective statement from the Remedial Knights. For all of us in the Tea Party, the constant threat of attack is a fact of life. Seia can no longer predict and prepare for them like she used to. To be honest, I think she needs protection. There it is again. There's no point sugarcoating it. Even Mika can defend herself better than you can now. Just what is that supposed to mean? Now I can see the Millennium Science School is a safer place than most, and an attack there is unlikely. That being said, their technology is often unstable. Girl, you ain't wrong about that. So they're prone to accidents. We can't ignore that risk. If, by some stroke of bad luck, say I were caught in such an accident, and why would your luck be any better than mine? I'm talking about you, Seia. It has nothing to do with me. Something doesn't make sense there. By the way, why am I not being considered for this? Well, Mika, you're in a bit of difficult position to represent Trinity at the moment. Oh, right. Sorry. Sending Mika is a risk neither of us are willing to take. So you two are both worried about each other. Sounds like you really care. That's kind of you, Sensei, but now's not the time for... What? You agree with Seia? With Seia? Really? Sensei? You agree with me? What if I were to come along? I could let you know if I were to wife if anything happens. Huh. That was unexpected. I suppose calling Sensei didn't go quite the way you thought, did it, Nagi? Although she has yet to agree. I see. So that's your proposal, Sensei. Girl. Understood. If you say you can keep her safe, then I will trust you. Nagisa? You're so agreeable all of a sudden. What happened? Just making up your mind instant like that? Are you okay? What sort of person do you think I am, exactly? I already said I don't wish to stop her from going. I only wish to guarantee her safety. Now honestly, even with Sensei there, her safety can't be guaranteed. Not completely. Of course, much of this comes from my own anxiety. I know that. Still. Well, regardless, we all know Sensei has a long history of success. And my faith in the success outweighs my anxiety as much as anything can. Yes, Sensei, I believe in you. Thank you, Nagisa. Don't worry, I won't let anything go wrong. You carry all my hopes with you. Nagisa, you or Nagisa? I keep saying Nagisa. That's fucking wrong. It's Nagisa. You trust Sensei, but not me. Back in the presence. I know this is my own internal problem. Lack of self-esteem in a way. What good is Seia if she can't predict anything? She's useless now. I don't think Nagisa... I keep saying Nagisa! God damn it, I'm about to watch too much fucking clan ad. I should not have delved into the English. Fuck me. I don't think Nagisa would ever actually say that. Or even think it. I don't think either of them would. But even though I know that in my head, well, I'm still immature in some ways, particularly when it comes to my emotions. We all have our gaps and flaws, I suppose. That's why I wanted this Millennium Expo job, to lead students there. I feel like I need to accomplish something to make myself acknowledge my own worth. But it's all just a tantrum, isn't it, Sensei? Not at all, you're helping yourself heal. It's all part of the process. There's nothing wrong with it. Always so encouraging. Thank you. It does make me feel a little bit better. In that case, Sensei, if it sits well with you, might I ask for one more favor? Grr. This may be childish of me and certainly stubborn, but if I wish to fully embrace and acknowledge myself, to experience my own competence and confidence, while I'm out and about at the Millenium Expo, could you possibly not follow me? We're here. Well, on with it then. We'll speak again soon, no doubt. She doesn't want us to follow her, man. I guess she wants to be independent. I guess I can see where she's coming from. Hey! I didn't even realize we get a free unit in here. Didn't we already do episode 1? We already did episode 1, though. Oh, it's this nonsense. Oh, boy. Oh, this has its own story to it, doesn't it? Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. This is like with... I think this... Is this gonna be like with Hina's... event? With the whole piano nonsense and everything? With the party? Oh, boy. This might be... I might split these... If these have stories to it, I might split this up into its own thing, so... I will be back when I accomplish this. Alright, we're back. Episode 2. Let's do it. That'll do it. Natural division of work. Phew. And here we are, precisely on time, it seems. I see training students here already. I could simply walk up, join them, and lead them. Now, leading them while representing the tea party and watching for anything amiss might be a bit much. Still, if I want to learn to trust myself again, well... There you are. We've been looking all over for you. Who's this? Oh, there they are. There's our tea party to VIP. Look around all you like, but please don't leave us behind. We're your bodyguards. Of course, I wouldn't expect anything drastic to happen here, especially around the expo venue. Oh, won't they like to know? Well, we still have our jobs to do, so please let us know if you're going somewhere. My apologies, I got lost for a moment. One moment. Where's Sensei? Master? Master is... Master? Asuna? Right now it's Sensei, not Master. Sensei. It's just what have you been up doing here? Alright, Sensei took off to lead some other Trinity students. Yes, Sensei volunteered to be their guide just now. Odd. I thought you might have known before we did. Sensei let to guide them. Yes, I did ask for that in a way. But still, for Sensei to guide them without me, should that not be my responsibility? Well, Sensei must know what's best. What's wrong? You look troubled. Are you feeling okay? It's nothing. If anything, I feel relieved in a way. Well then, since I seem to be free at the moment, allow me to embrace your hospitality. I'm sure this will be a wonderful tour. It will be. By the way, you can't see them right now, but there are other members here too, supporting us from out of sight. Hey, Toki, did you call? I have to be here on standby. They didn't, Toki. Please stay focused on your other tasks. Ah. Huh. Well, with all that being said, enjoy the expo. We got your back. I don't doubt it. Reputations precede you. So... to be continued. Is it gonna flip over? Sure is. Alright, I will be back when I can continue. Alright, we're back with episode 3. Let's continue. I feel like the bulk of the story is in the field exploration. I think that's where the bulk of the story is. How to get someone mad. One hour ago. Uh-oh. What now? Rio's hideout after Seia left. Hmm? What's making you worry so much? I didn't say anything about being worried. Not everything needs to be said out loud. The look on your face says it all. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Am I that obvious? There are two things that piss me off. One is when people start to say something and then don't finish, and then the other is... I never intended to make you angry. Which pisses me off more when you say it with that face. It's super obvious. Like, I'd be rude if I ignored it obvious. Just spill whatever's on your mind. Quit dancing around it. I don't have anything to say. At least not anything rational. Besides, if I did say it now, I'm not sure how you'd respond. Let's gather more information first, and then when circumstances are better... See, now you're pissing me off more! Stop it already! If you want to say it, say it! If you're not going to, forget about it! There might come a time when I have to bring it up. Then say it now! Just the two of us here, what are you worried about? Just the two of us. Would it be alright if I only told you? If I didn't know you better, I'd have already hit you for jerking me around. Are you trying to frustrate me to death, or what? If I wasn't going to help, I would have already said so. And it's not like you've never told me anything strange before. Worst case, I'll tell you to stop talking. So go ahead. What's the big deal? Alright. Big deal is Yurizono Seia. She's a variable we hadn't planned on. I thought it might be about her. Are you worried that she's not going to do her job properly? That she's going to cause problems? Or that she's going to spill her information? No, at the very least, I trust her competence and integrity. Not that I have any other option in the circumstances. On paper, she ought to be doing fine, and I don't expect her actions to have any negative impact on us specifically. But she is the kind of person who tends to take action on her own initiative. So, good for her. What's our problem with her, then? We don't have a problem with her. She has a problem with herself. She's still the same person at heart, but recent events have taken their toll on her. She seems anxious now, always looking for over her shoulder. And she's obsessed with the need to prove herself. She's barely even acknowledged Sensei coming along with her. That is odd. Normally everything goes smoother when Sensei's around. And she has been blabbling about proving herself a lot. She must be really pretty insecure. Anyway, even if she lost her powers, her intuition and decision-making skills are not to be ignored. Perhaps she'll actually bring back useful information. But even so, we should only consider that as an added bonus. We shouldn't rely on her. I'm thankful for her proposal, but we're going to have to go ahead as planned. On that note, we need you to infiltrate Millenium Data Center and check the overall flow of data throughout the event preparation period. That's a tough assessment. The data center of all places. Isn't that the tightest stocked place in the school? Almost nobody could break in there. I factored that in when I chose you for the job. Do you see any problem with that? Huh. So, you can breed charming occasionally. No problems. I'm a Kamo Neru after all. Sit back and wait here, Miss Client. I'll have it done in just a sec. Girl. Episode... we're going off to the other one? Sure are. Alright, I will be back. Alright, we're back with episode 4. I didn't realize, but these are time gated. So, it's actually been like 3 days since I last recorded. So, let's see what we can accomplish now. I don't know if all the missions are unlocked yet. So we'll see. Moving on. Moving on. So the next potential flashpoint is the fitness center. Understood. I'll be there shortly. No, hold on. I'm sending narrative to the fitness center. You'll handle a different task. What? Huh? Me? Not her? But did you not see the two of you had to act in secret? I had assumed the public investigations would fall to me. May I ask why you wish to send Nero instead? It's the most rational choice. Rio? Simply put, it's a safety issue. A safety issue? Unless my calculations are wrong, the target scheme at the fitness center is still in progress. Meaning whoever goes can expect enemy contact and potentially combat. Hence the safety issue. I can't send a non-millennium student to that, especially a student in your unique situation. If there were a problem there, Yurizono Seia, you wouldn't be of much help. In fact, it'd be better if you weren't there at all. Better if I weren't there at all. Hey, Rio, that's going too far. Won't be much of help. I see. So I can't escape that kind of treatment, not even here. What does she mean by that? Unfortunate, I know, but it's the unvarnished truth. There's no debating it. If you go and get hurt in any way, it'll become an issue for all of Millennium. If you want to help us, then please understand our perspective. You asked me to investigate anything suspicious, but you also asked me to stay away in case of danger. Do you not see the contradiction? Suspicious and dangerous are two different things. Very different. And I never asked you to fight or confront anyone, simply to report. Well, yes, I can see that point. I do appreciate your help, but this job isn't yours. Not this part of it, at least. I thought you already understood that. If you can't, then I'm sorry, but our cooperation ends here. No, I do understand. My apologies, I overstepped again. You're right, I should be more understanding. But this is my trusted role was being taken from me, and I spoke out of turn. It's alright. Now, search elsewhere in the venue and let me know if you find anything suspicious. And just to review the parameters one more time, tell me anything you find, and don't take any action outside of my instructions. Yes, understood. I'll be in contact then. Good. I'm doing some analysis on my own here, so if I see anything, I'll call you. Very well. Thank you. If you'll excuse me. Now to hurry and get this done. Get what done? I'm analyzing the chip from the data center. If I can gather enough information, maybe I can give her a goal to pursue, instead of having her wandering around aimlessly. Hmm? Huh, that's surprisingly thoughtful of you. I call it practical rather than thoughtful. Just to learn to take compliments seriously. That was a compliment. For the love of... Huh. Hey. Episode 4! Alright, when I've done that one, I will be back. Alright, we're back. Episode 5, here we go. Negative emotions. 1 hour ago, Rio's hideout right after Seia left. No. What? There's something I want to ask. But it's a personal question, not work-related, so I'm not sure how if I should bring that up at all. Well, what is it? Based on my experience with you so far, I can predict your reaction to the question, but not with the perfect accuracy. Are you going to ask me or what? If I do ask you, your reaction could be... Really? Really? Come on! Talk to me like that one more time, you're done for! Just spit it out already, alright? Good lord. Alright. My concern is with the Yurizono Seia. Tea Party Kid? Why, I think she's too emotional? Think she's going to cause problems? No, I don't. In fact, I trust her entirely. My concern, rather, is about what I said to her earlier. What you said to her? Ah, when you scolded her. At first, it looked like she was taking it well. I thought I convinced her. In fact, she actually apologized. But I've come to understand that a person's external reaction does not necessarily reflect their emotional state. So in that regard, do you think she might have been offended, or that it might have colored her opinion of me? What? In short, I wonder if she might think poorly of me now. This might be difficult to understand. Let me rephrase. Due to her emotional state and her no, I didn't say what because I didn't understand. Basically, you're asking, does she think I'm a jerk because I acted like a jerk? Right? I wouldn't say I treated her that harshly. Oh, you wouldn't? Because you did. I had no choice but to be direct in that situation. This is urgent. The school's fate is at stake. That takes priority over all of our personal feelings. I had to convince her, so I cited the strongest reasons I had. But that caused her to mistrust or dislike me then. If that happens, then I... Oh, seriously! Ah, this is the most ridiculous thing to worry about! Does that even make sense for her to sulk around and hold a grudge? Do you think she's the kind of person who would do that? Besides, you had to say what you said, right? So you couldn't have done any differently? And now you want to cry alone about, wah, what if she hates me? You're a headache and a half, you know that? How about me, Am I not in mind? Don't you ever worry that I might hate you or at least dislike you? Why haven't you ever asked me anything like that? Makawa Naru, if you dislike me, you'll let me know right away. I have all kinds of data to prove that. You act on your feelings, regardless of what my reaction might be. You're socially simple with me, so I'm the same with you. You just call me simple. Not in a demeaning way, but... If it helps clarify the matter and establish understanding between us, then yes, I do consider you simple in some respects. Right, good talk. You know what? Read this emotional state! Stop it! I'm in the middle of a data search! I've got something on the radar. The fitness center. Head to the fitness center, Naru. Now is not the time for this. Not my problem. Oh boy. Almighty. Alright. Alright, when I get to go to the next episode, we'll be back. Alright, episode 6, here we go. Big sister room. Big sister algorithm. Let's say it was a mistake I made, although I never planned on taking it any further. Mistake? Never thought you heard that word come out of your mouth. It's a statement of fact. I would never repeat the mistake I am now, but back then I carried out without question. My only concern at the time was for efficiency. The person I was would never have consulted you. Well, why consult anyone when you had the Big Sister algorithm's radars on hand? All the personal information of every guest on campus at your fingertips? All of which I blocked off in quarantine when I left Millenium, with no intention of ever touching it again. But now there's only no other way. We have to resort to the algorithm, or else this will get out of hand. And of course, that's entirely on me. You two don't have to worry about it. Feel free to leave now. What? Wait. Hold on. What do you mean by leave? I'm about to commit a crime. You two are unrelated to it, and I want you to I want it to stay that way. That's not what I asked. If I leave, who's going in to boot the algorithm? Everything from here on out is up to me. You alone? You want to break back into the data center yourself? You're prudent as possible, Naru. I'll follow your example and copy your route. I should mention that getting into that particular room requires my biometrics. Otherwise, it gets much more complicated. Incidentally, the biometric scanner does keep records somewhere in the data, but that'll have to be a later problem. Oh, so an hour later, you could easily get caught. I'm aware, but right now it's not important. It is important. You might already be a suspect for the incidents of the engineering department and the game development department. Even if I am, this is my responsibility. I can't put other people at risk any further. Huh. Huh? I'm very disappointed, Rio. Disappointed? In the way you continually brush me aside. Last time you told me it's better if I'm not there, and now I'm unrelated to everything. I can understand you keeping me back to protect me once, but this is becoming a pattern, and I can't help but feel a bit hurt. What are you talking about? It's not my intention to... Oh, drop the modder act. It's not like you're taking this all on yourself. For one thing, you've been making us do all the legwork. You know, this is part of why people say you're annoying. Annoying? Ah, common ground at last. And that's all I have to say here. What common ground? What do you mean? Well, I'm not known for brevity, but allow me to cut to the chase. Neither of us can trust you with this job, Rio. You can't trust me? She's right, we can't. There's no way you can get in without getting caught. You're just going to copy my route? You think that's all it takes? Honestly, I'd send the Tea Party girl here before I sent you. Seia. My name is Arizona Seia. Right, Seia. Even she'd do better. That's... Rio, allow me to be direct. Your personal feelings are jeopardizing the mission. Filtration is our domain, not yours. Maybe your machine, but leaving us out of that is not irrational at all. Well put. And that's what I was going to say. We'll be the ones going in. We'll find your machine, gather all the intel we need, and then break the machine before anyone else can use it. That's a win-win for you, me, and... Seia. Right. Makes sense? It's the only way we can do this. The only way we can put an end to it. Now I've come to under the impression you can be very exhausting to be around. I know many people could say the same of me, but I would contend that you are even more so. You are a great judge of character. But you two... Listen, time is short. Anything left to discuss, we can discuss in the way or after we finish. I like when you're direct. This is how you usually are. Unfortunately not. I'm told my usual manner of speech can be very irritating. Maybe after all this is over, I can demonstrate for you. Alright, just don't irritate me in the meantime. I punch. That's... Hey, what are you doing? Hurry up and lead the way. Oh boy. Lord Almighty, we strong-arm her. Alright, episode 6 for the field exploration. Here we go, I'll be back when I can continue. Alright, episode 7, here we go! Epilogue. And that's the last of them, shipped off to Valkyrie. That was intense. The whole expo really could have been cancelled. Fun for everyone though. I even heard the trendy students running around going, wow, this is Millenium. True, although I think our public image might have been taking a turn for the strange. Considering the scale of what transpired, if that's the worst of it, mission accomplished. What about the seminar treasurer? Did she say anything? Well, she was angry of course, but it worked out in the end. It was Sensei and CNC's joint mission in the first place. She said she's going to scold Sensei about keeping her in the loop next time. I think that's about it. So I'm the one who gets scolded in the end. Don't misunderstand. We're a bit angry too. I don't know about telling Seminar, but you could have told us at least about a joint mission with Trinity's VIP. We were in the dark on all that. I'm sorry, that was my decision, born solely of my own stubbornness. At worst, Sensei and Neri humored my childish side, so please, if you can, be generous enough to forgive them. No, I didn't mean it like that. Karn, you're incredible. To get someone from Trinity's tea party over all people to bow before you. Yeah, I just got roped into this as a favor, so whatever, my bad. I'll find a way to make up to you. Until then, try not to get too mad. No, that's not what I was asking for. Sensei. You okay? You didn't get hurt, did you? How you feeling about all this? I'm fine, so you sure you know everything from the start. Meanwhile, I came here to prove myself. But I never mind that. Had it not been for you, this would have been ended badly for certain. Thank you. Also, I'm sorry for going off on my own. Don't say that yet. Keep that to yourself until we get back. What? What is that? If you say so, Sensei, I'm sure you have a reason. But all that aside, Sensei, I should mention, you might not have another chance to see her for a while. Did you wish to leave without saying goodbye? I'm sure you still could. No doubt she's still in the hideout packing her belongings. What? You do wish to leave without saying goodbye? That's most unexpected. I thought you would prefer to see her off. It's fine this way for now. There's a time and a place for that sort of thing. Is that so? Speaking of, how about you, Seia? Did you want to say goodbye to her? What? Oh, alright. One hour later. Rio, we're here. I'm almost done organizing. You should. I suppose you're going back already. Well, yeah, that was the plan. Rio. What's that face? Did you get attached to her just like that? Are you gonna cry now that she's leaving? No, not in the slightest. Oh, alright. Full disclosure. It's unfortunate, but I have a bit of splinter in my mind about all this. A splinter? A point of frustration. As I see it, well, Rio might feel need to prove herself, but in truth, she has no need. She may not feel it herself, but others are already... Already what? Are you gonna finish that sentence? They already acknowledge her. The only person she has yet to do the only person who has yet to do the same is her. Oh. I see, Sensei. That's what you meant. Are you answering your own questions now? Rio does that, and I hate it, so please don't. My apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. In any case... Neru, if I may, I'd like to ask for your help once more. What kind of help? Well... What the hell are they guys? Well, they had at least two plotting. Rio, I have something to say. What about? If you would, I believe you should stay in Millenium Science School for perhaps a week longer. I'll stay as well, with Neru. And all I ask for you is to watch and observe. You deserve to see the rest of the expo that you protected with your very own eyes. I was wondering what you were going to say. Well, I'm afraid not. I don't deserve to enjoy the expo here. That's already settled. I suspect you would say that, but this is not a matter of deserving it. It's not? What are you talking about? You may think everything is settled now, but this is still the expo's first day. Perhaps the rest of the event will be calm, comparatively, but perhaps not. Perhaps there'll be a full madcap of incidents, big and small. Seminar is on the alert, of course, but just how much could they handle themselves? Someone needs to keep watch, out of sight. Would that not be for the best? That's someone not need to be you, of course. Perhaps Sensei working with Seminar that could take the extra weight, but... Would you want that for them, Rio? Well... Neru, what do you think? You actually want my opinion? It's been a weird day. Not a bad day, though. I think it ought to be fine. You wouldn't get found out unless you walk around in public or something. Besides, it's what student council presidents do, right? Why do I feel like I'm falling into a trap? The choice is yours. No one's going to make you do it if you don't want to. No, I didn't say I don't want to. Of course I want to. Alright, I'll do it. For 1 week only. As soon as it's over, I'm going back. 1 week is plenty, and there and I will be with you every day of it. Alright, let me go unpack then. It worked. You handled her pretty well. When did you two get so close? Well, in a sense, perhaps. She is the kind of person who declines to accept what she wants unless she has an excuse. I know that mentality. I see it every day in the mirror. And so, here you are, still making trouble. I meant every word about what I said to her. And yes, sometimes I do make trouble that way. Hey! Alright. What's this one? The sponsor. So this is how it goes. Where are we going? To the Corrections Bureau, right? Well, probably. I think I heard somebody say that. Oh, it's not the end of the it's not the end of the world. I guess there's no shame in losing to CNC, right? Well, that's not the issue, but... You know, when Macamanera caught us, I thought you were going to leave us high and dry. What? Yeah, that's what I thought. You really surprised me. It's been a while since we got a client who didn't stab us in the back. Next time you got a job, give us a call. If you say so, I'm glad I left a good impression. On the other hand, my client is... Client? Ah, you said you had a sponsor or something, right? I guess we're in the same boat. Not that I know much about her, she just told me we could help each other, so I did what she asked me to. And, unlike you, I think I've been abandoned. Oh, oh my. It's fine, I understand, it happens. That's just how the world works, right? Besides, seeing as I failed my job, I'm in no position to question her. What were you saying, abandon whom? Huh? What? What was that? Did you just hear something? I did. Is the door opening? This place is underground? It's a safe spot, especially prepared to get you guys out. I know that voice. My dear client. What? Who is it? Oh, it's this fucking lady. I remember her. I'm her. Did you really... do you think I'd abandon you after we signed a contract? Yes, I do serve my own interests first, but I do have a sense of responsibility. You're... Professor Smug, yes. So we find me in person. You look nervous. I just saved you from a trip to the Corrections Bureau. Can't you trust me just a little? So why did you save me after I failed? Failed? Ah, that's what the misunderstanding is. Misunderstanding? Oh, don't worry about it. You did your part very well. I'm not saving you out of pity. This is a reward. Huh? So what? You had a whole other plan that I was just a part of? If I did, I couldn't tell you about it, other than to say it's not related to what you did. Anyway, this has been all very amusing. Have a nice day and have a safe trip home. And if you excuse me, I'm a very busy woman. Oh boy. I remember seeing her at some point. I don't remember exactly where, but I do recognize her. Who was she? Girl! I'd like to know too. Alright! That is it for the first half of the event story. We still got more field explorations we gotta do, but those will be their own video, as per usual. So, when we come back, we will continue with the field explorations, and we'll see how that all wraps up. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.